Hello and welcome to Ready Set Indie Games. I am Ready Set and I hope you all are having a fantastic evening this evening. For those of you that are new to the channel, welcome. Again, I am Ready Set and on my channel I predominantly cover indie games, much like the one you're gonna see here. And I typically stream Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evenings right here on Twitch. And if you like indie games or you're curious about indie games, then you have come to the right place. So we are going to be playing for and we're going to be playing 4 different games tonight. But before we get into that, on my channel I like to run a discussion question, and tonight's question is, if you could have the power of teleportation right now, where would you go and why? For me, I would go probably to Tokyo, Japan at night, just because it's said to be very beautiful at night. To see Tokyo at night is like gorgeous, so I think I'd go to Tokyo, Japan at night is when I would teleport to, because I want to see the city lights. So that's where I would go. But Mars is a pretty good place. Ironically, I was going to ask a question about Mars, and damn it, Dale, thank you for that raid. I appreciate you, hon. And hope you all are doing well. Again, I will say my spiel again because I'm just starting. But welcome to Ready Set Indie Games. I am Ready Set, and I hope you all are having a fantastic evening. For those of you that are new to the channel, on my channel I predominantly cover indie games, much like the one you're seeing here right now. And I typically stream Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evenings with indie game goodness. So if you like indie games, are interested in indie games, then you have come to the right place because I play them all. I regularly just teleport for takeaway in great places. Yeah, that's true. Like, you know, I want sushi, let me go, or I want ramen, let me go to Japan and get really good ramen. But if you're wondering what we're talking about, we were just talking about the discussion question, which is if you could have the power of teleportation right now, where would you go and why? So feel free to answer that in the chat. And for those of you who don't know Dan Van Dam is actually my boyfriend. He's my boo thing. He's my boyfriend, and he's currently playing Fable on his channel. I think Thursday through Saturday he plays Fable. Sunday and Monday he's playing a D&D dungeon crawler. I cannot pronounce it, so I'm not gonna try. I think it's like Mesraban or something like that. Hey boy, can I get your number? And then on Tuesdays it's usually kind of like a variety day for him, but he was playing Hexen is what he was playing on Tuesdays, so. But tonight we have 4 games on the card. Yes, I remember I said stop it. Stop it. I remember saying yesterday we might be playing 1 game. Well, now we have 4 games. If you are interested in the games that we're playing, you can always use !GOTW or simply click on the link here. And that's going to give you a list of all the games I have played this week or will be playing this week, the platforms they are available on, where you can purchase or download the game, and I think I said the price. If I didn't say the price, it gives you the price too, so it does all the legwork for you. I do list all platforms for each game, so even though I'm playing on PC, if it's on console, those will be listed as well. So it does all the work for you. But tonight we're going to be playing 4 different games. We're going to be playing Dot's Home, then we're going to go to Spellbearers Demo, then we're going to be playing Froggy, Farm, and Friends, and then last but not least we're going to play some more Circus Electrique. So because I'm using Fridays as to do like variety streams. So but yeah, that is what's on the card for this evening. So I think we should go ahead and get started and bring up our first game, which is going to be Dot's Home. Which is a point and click adventure. This has a gorgeous art style. Okay, let's see if it like, okay, let it run it. This is like the intro to the game. I love her outfit. I love the whole aesthetic of the game. Cause this is a point and click game. At first I was like, is this point and click? Okay, so now we can skip this. So let's go ahead and start up Dot's home. I need to get home. Throwback Thursdays now showing the Wizard of Oz. There's no place like home. Wait. What's this? What's the story for the city's environment? The 313 scoop. Okay. This must be the house. Are you kidding me? I swear I left this door unlocked. Jeez, Grandma, I can't keep a door open for nothing around here. Now I gotta find the right key. I want to say it's the yellow key. I'm wrong. Is it this key? Grandma, why'd you lock the door? I was only gone for a minute. It's not even dark yet. Dorothea, now you know an unlocked door is an open invitation to trouble. I've lived here long enough to know the neighborhood's changing. Whatever you say, Grandma. I wonder what those papers are for. Speaking of changes, I keep seeing those cash for keys, flyers everywhere on this block. You're telling me some of them even have the nerve to call me. For every one I block, 3 more replace them. Do you ever think about selling the house? Sometimes, but where else would I go? Somewhere whose streets I don't know. I've started over too many times in my life, and I'm too old to do it again. I thought old was a cuss word. Only if it comes from you. Nice, Grandma. Right. Y'all millennials. Millennials, Grandma. Millennial whatevers have no idea what we went through back in the day. Before we came up here from South Carolina, your grandfather and I were sharecroppers. We busted our backs on a farm every day while the white folks who owned the land charged us more for rent than they paid us for our crops. We may not have been slaves, but if you ask me, it wasn't too much different. That's why when Carl got a letter from his cousin, U.S. that's up here about some good pay and work at the auto factory, we packed our bags, paid our debts, got a one-way ticket. I was gonna say they gotta be in Detroit because the paper was 313, which is Detroit. That's what I was. And then they was like the auto factory. I'm like, that's Detroit. All right, I'm feeling this, feeling it now. Got a one-way bus ticket to Detroit and never looked back. I swear you tell me this story about once a week. That's because I need to remind you where you come from. I wouldn't have it any other way, Grandma. Wait, is Carlos here right now? Georgia dropped him off when you were out at the corner store. How about you go get him and bring him upstairs? Dinner's about ready. Fine, but when he gets mad at me for interrupting his Supreme Bass Bros battle, I'm blaming you. You talk like I know what any of those words mean. Supreme Bass Bros, that's funny. It's one of Carlos's favorite games, Supreme Bass Bros. Featuring famous characters such as Kerbo and Iron Knight. I love it. I love it. Wow, I love it. Yo, Squirt. 5 more minutes. Nope, Grandma wants you upstairs now. Plus, you know how this place upsets your asthma. If you were a cool aunt, you'd let me stay down here a few more minutes. Too bad for you, I'm your only aunt, which automatically makes me the cool aunt. You're no fun, Auntie Dorothea. Nope. No, nope, none of that. To you and everyone else, it's Dot. D-O-T, period. Well, Grandma calls you by your full name. Yes, because when have I ever been able to stop Grandma from doing anything? Now, come on. Please, Dot, just a few more minutes. Fine, but the countdown starts now. Okay, time's up, but it hasn't been 5 minutes yet. Tough beans, bud, let's go. I think we're going into the kitchen because that's where Grandma and them went. Smells like Grandma's world famous mac and cheese in here. Don't touch it, it's cooling down right now. Cooling down? You mean we gotta wait before we can eat? I could have finished my game. Why you want to hang out in the only place where mold grows on the wall is beyond me. The rest of the house is for you and Grandma. The basement is a place just for me. Lord, I guess they aren't kidding when they say history repeats itself. You sound like Hank back when he moved out in '86. I'm pretty sure a flair for dramatics is a family trait. Someone's at the door. You expecting anyone, Grandma? Heck no, not without a call first. Maybe it's the person Dot's been secretly texting all month. Shut it, you. Whoever it is, I know they better stop banging on my darn door. I know, that's how I felt this morning. Right, he was just looking at the title screen. Don't worry, I'll get it. That's how I was this morning when they pounded on the door so they could check the floors. I was like... Whoa, 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 who are you? Who said you could just walk in? Hello, miss. Sorry about the sudden intrusion, but as I always say, an open door is an open invitation for new opportunities. That's a terrible saying. Maybe, but more importantly, are you Mavis Hawkins, the owner of this lovely home? No, that would be my grandmother, but you can talk to me. I see. Well, my name is Michael H. Murphy III, and I represent a company called Hope Equity. We're investing heavily in bringing back this neighborhood, and we're willing to give you straight cash for the keys to this. Let me save you some time. I've seen the flyers, and we're not interested. But this is a golden opportunity. We're paying above fair market value for distressed homes and revitalizing. Do we look distressed to you? How can you bring back a neighborhood that never went anywhere? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to offend. Exactly, Miss Hawkins. If you let me explain, I'm sure your grandmother will come to understand. You meant what you said, and so did I. We're not interested. Bye. Right, close the door and then lock it. Can we lock the door? No, we can't lock the door. Can you believe that dude walking up on us like that? He's lucky I didn't. You think it's true what he said, that they're paying more than it's worth in cash? Don't tell me you're actually considering this. I'm just thinking we could really use that money. I'm not getting any younger, and these bills only seem to grow every year. Fixing that water leak from last year almost put me out of my own savings. I thought you said you couldn't bear to start over again. Between Hank down in Florida and your sister Georgia, I'm sure I could find a place close to home. I thought this was home. I'm going upstairs. You okay? I bet Grandma's mac and cheese will cheer you up. This conversation made me lose my appetite. Y'all can go on ahead without me. Look like bubblegum. I know you don't like it, but I could use the money. Oh, it's still leaking. Trying to make sure we're not missing nothing. Property taxes, repair fees, electric bills. I get that we need the money to pay the bills, but do we really have to give up the house to get it? But if we stay, does that mean we just have to keep struggling forever? Jeez, I'm giving myself a headache. Maybe if I take a nap, I'll wake up with a clearer head. An open door is an invitation. I want a place that's just for me. New opportunities. Because when have I ever been able to stop Grandma from doing anything? That was some nap. At least my headache is gone. My door is locked from the outside. Maybe one of my keys will open it. Wait a minute. What is this glowing key? Does it want me to use it on this door? Well, here goes nothing. This game is beautiful too. It's a shame that it's a free to play. Cause I would have paid for this. What the? Just how long was I asleep for? And who redecorated this place? Minimalism is so not grandma style. Oh, I must have missed you coming in. You again. I don't believe we met. You're here for the open house, yes? How do you like those stairs so far? Open house? What are you even talking about? A 3-bedroom, 2-bath wonder. Great amount of space for a family if you and your husband are looking to start. Is he here with you? I'd be happy to chat with him man to man about the details. You must be confused. This house isn't open. It certainly is, miss. Why don't you continue to look around? Better be quick with your decision, though. You're not the only one looking. I need to find Grandma and find out what the heck is going on. These floorboards look really weak. Do you think we're making the right decision, Carl? What if things here are just as bad as they were at the farm? Even if things get bad up here, I don't think they can get much worse than what we left behind in Effingham. Wait, where are those voices so familiar? What's in the basement first? This door is closed? Okay. Wait a minute, Grandma? Grandpa? Huh? Grandma? I ain't nobody's grandma. Okay, I've seen this happen in movies, just gotta play it cool. Don't tell me you have your eye on this place too. No, this home is yours. I live in the neighborhood and just decided to pop in. Oh, a neighbor. Well, it's nice to meet you, Miss Dot, short for Dorothea. My grandmother named me. What a beautiful name. Your grandmother has good taste. Name's Carl Hawkins, and this is my wife, Mavis Hawkins. Since you're from the neighborhood, can you tell us what it's like here, Dorothea? Well, things are a bit different now, but we always look out for each other here. I know everyone's name on the block and can count on them to have my back when I need it. Well, I'll take that as just the answer I needed. Me too. Sounds like the perfect place for us to settle down. Hopefully this Murphy fella sticks to his word. This is the first house we've looked at all week that hasn't turned us away just for being colored. I assure you that I'm happy to work with your people, Mr. Hawkins. It's hard to read but it's hard to read, but that's what the times were. Why, I was just telling the young lady over there that it's a perfect home to start a family. I thought you said you were just passing through. No way, this whole seems perfect for both of you. What a shame. Miss Hawkins, why don't you think about all the delicious meals you cook in this fabulous kitchen while your husband and I talk business in the living room? But any business of my husband's is mine too. Go, Grandma. She's right, we'll hear what you have to say together. If you insist, I should go. Did you say you're employed at the auto factory? No, sir, not yet. I'll be going down there tomorrow to see about a job. There's always a catch when dealing with you people. Racism. Lucky for you, this is I'm not gonna say that, neighborhood on the rise. Like, racism. I keep trying to tell myself that was the times, but it's really hard for me, like, to not get angry. I can make it easy for you to buy your dream home with a contract for deed where you just make monthly payments. I'd make a decision quick if I were you. I'm gonna lose my mind if I hear another word. I need some air. You're right, cause that made me mad, and I'm ready to fight this dude. Like, I'm gonna take a walk and see how to get out of here. This should tell us what year we're in. The Detroit Daily Post, your neighborhood could be next. 1959? Wow, this is one heck of a dream. Who knew I could dream up something so detailed and historically accurate? The theater is still open. It's locked. I shouldn't go in there. Okay. Miss. We don't like you. Oh, it's you. You had me chasing you for nearly 2 blocks. If I was you, I wouldn't go any further. The neighborhood beyond this point is not for your kind. How about you come back with me to the open house? Wouldn't want you to get into trouble now, okay? I can find my own way back. Please, I insist. No, I insist. Maybe. I want to trust him, but this just sounds like the raw deal we had with old man McCoon and his farm back home. I know money's tight, but I could do my sewing on the side to help out. We could really make this home ours, even if we just have to make things work. Yo. Anyone ever tell you that you are one weird gal? I'm starting to think so myself. Any luck with a decision? We want the house, but that Murphy fella is just making us choose between a contract for deed or renting the place. Well, what's the difference? The way he tells it, we'll just be responsible for making regular payments on the house until the balance is paid off. And once that balance is paid off, the house is ours, free and clear. Only thing is, if we miss a payment, then we're back to square one and we could lose the house. Never mind the fact that it could take us between 5 and 50 years to pay the house off in the first place. I would just wish we could get a loan, as if the bank would ever let us in the door. Maybe we should find a place to rent nearby until money isn't so tight. I'm tired of renting, Carl. We need to put down roots. This is the only place they'll ever even take our money. You heard what the man said. If we don't take it now, we'll lose our chance. Plus, there are other families like us on the block. We won't be here alone here. Dorothea, what do you think we should do? Better make it quick. Time's a ticking. I'm certain you two can make a great home here. But it's not like you can go back to South Carolina. You should buy this place now because it's the best you can do at the moment, even though the terms do seem tricky. I think you're right. Like I said before, I don't know why, but I trust you. Well, I don't, but I trust Mavie, so I'll go with what you say. Wonderful. Mr. Hawkins, if you follow me, I'll have some paperwork for you to sign. I hope it works out for you both, Grant, Miss Mavis. I know we're about to be neighbors, but I swear you already seem like family. Would you look at that? I seem to have misplaced my pocketbook. Let me go look around and see if I can find it. Carl is right. You are one weird gal. I shouldn't go in there. Maybe I can use this weird key again. Here's hoping I'm not as out of place this time. This has to be a dream. I should sleep again. Great, even more bills. It's no use. I can't fall asleep. Things still feel weird. Maybe if I just go about my day, things will go back to normal. It's locked again? I guess I'll use that glowing key. Well, here goes nothing. Well, this place is different. It could use some fresh paint and maybe a... Wait, is that a mouse? Looks like somebody's getting evicted. Why can't I ever find my wallet? I don't know. How'd you find anything with your head so firmly planted up your behind? Why do you want to see a movie about a serial killer in a project anyway? We live in a project. Yes, we do, and we can leave it too. Someone tell me why I married the most stubborn woman in Michigan. Yes, because Michigander women, we are all stubborn, and I love it. I love it. Sorry, this game just made me... Oh, man, I wish this was not a free-to-play. I wish this was a game you had to pay money for. As a Michigander, I love it, because yes, we are stubborn. Someone's got to be realistic around here while you walk around with your head in the clouds. I know these voices. They sound like... Thank goodness. Are you the babysitter? Mom? Ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Great. Long story short, I'm Evelyn. This is my husband, Hank, and we are running very late for our movie. Relax, we're not that late. We did not just fight for an hour for you to tell me to relax. It's not for no reason. Me and Amos have a really good idea this time. You know what I think is a good idea? Taking the voucher they're offering us and renting a house that's close to a movie theater. I'm tired of driving out to Farmington Hills. I really need to know now. Like, you don't realize how happy this game makes me. Like, this game makes me so happy because it's referencing places that I know. And that's a hell of a way to drive too. But it's referencing places that I know because, again, I'm from Michigan, and it's referencing places that I know. So this makes me 10 times more happier, and I really, really wish now that this was not a free to play and that you had to pay for it. Like, I am like really into this now because it's a Michigan, it's based off of Michigan, and I love it. I'm tired of driving out to Farmington Hills every time we want to see a movie. Right on. Ev, what's good a house without a community? That's not a home. Jeez, I gotta take a walk. And Farmington Hills is pretty far. That man is driving me crazy. Please come inside. Are you alright? We've been fighting about this since we got the notice that they're turning these apartments into townhomes. They're supposed to be for the people who live here, but we all know how that goes. He wants to stay. I want to move on to something better. Simple as that. I always thought living in public housing would be temporary, and then came my daughter, Georgia, and well, you know, life. Whoa, Georgia's been born already. That must mean I'm in the early 90s before I was born. Weird. This is no place to raise a family. The building is literally falling apart in front of our eyes, and good luck trying to get management to fix anything once it breaks. Now that they're demolishing this project, we have an opportunity to take a voucher and move on up. I'm with you. What's there to love about this place? There must be something keeping Hank here. I'm thinking if he's fighting that hard, it's got to be something that's trying to keep him there. Like, it's something about the place that he wants to stay there. But I do also say that they should, you know, what is there to love about this? I'm going to say there must be something keeping Hank here. There must be something keeping Hank here. I mean, sure, we know all our neighbors and we all look out for each other, but we could find something that somewhere else. Hank doesn't see it that way. His best friend almost lives down the hall. Those two are always dreaming of new business schemes, and this time Hank swears it's legit. I want to be supportive, but I don't want to be stuck here. If we move out, we're giving our daughter Georgia better opportunities. Wow, I wouldn't expect you to be this stressed out. You seem like a super calm, under pressure type of person, at least from my experience. You psychic or something? If I freak out, Hank freaks out. You see why I want to go to some silly horror movie so bad? I guess you need the escape. Exactly. Hey, do you mind grabbing Hank from Almo's place? I need to calm down and maybe find this man's wallet for him. Okay, he lived down the way. Man, this demolition stuff is bugging me out. What's the government calling it? Hope 6? I don't feel a lot of hope about them knocking down our homes. I feel that. But keep your eyes on the prize. We finally got a winning game plan. Yeah, that's that. I mean, if you're really sure we could get jobs working construction here while they build those fancy townhouses. Yeah, dude, it's the law and everything. I was looking at those flyers that say that crews working here got to hire people from the building. It's called Section 3. Can they not hear me? Better knock again. I don't care how many sections they got. We both know these big real estate and construction companies break the law all the time and get away with it. Honestly, it's worth a shot for me. We need the money to start our business. Besides, being a construction worker smells way better than sanitation. Guess I'll knock louder. You hear that? Who's that? All right, the babysitter. Come in for a second. What's your name? Dorothea, or just Dot? Huh? That's cute. Almost. This is Dot. Come in for a second. I swear I put my wallet down here somewhere. Sorry to intrude, Evelyn. Mrs. Hawkins wanted me to come by and let you know she's ready to go. Can she wait a few more minutes? My boy Amos and I were just in the middle of a conversation. Okay, get this. You see how me and Hank, we got a natural repertoire. I'm the funny guy and he's the straight man, the Abbott to my Costello. Who's Abbott and Costello? Abbott and Costello as in who's on first? You know what? Never mind. What I'm saying is that when we on third shift, the drive to work is funny as hell because me and Hank just riff off each other, laughing our heads off about anything and everything. When we're on first shift though, we're silent as a dormouse listening to the morning news. But wishing we could hear folks like us just talking and having fun even during the 6 a.m. shift. So get this, what if we record our banter and sell cassettes of it? People working night shifts could have their own morning show to listen to. And don't get me started on advertising opportunities. We could read ads for local businesses. I can't believe you invented the podcast. Pod what? Nothing, man. Just know you're truly ahead of your time. I knew it was a great idea, and once we get hard working construction, we'll have the money to record in the studio all professional. We can list HUD as a sponsor. What's HUD? Department of Housing and Urban Development. They're the ones who decided to knock the building down to revitalize it. I know what they could also help revitalize my bank account. Well, good luck with all that, Mr. Hawkins. I think we should probably get back to your place. I guess you're right, Miss Dot. See you on the flip side, almost. Smell you later, Hank. And I mean that literally, because we got third shift tomorrow. Hey, little lady, don't you got a baby to sit? Is it really so important to you to stay here? Listen, I know it's not anyone's American dream house. We all do our best to organize, keep it clean, do all the work that management doesn't. It's still a project. It's just, I've been here a long time and I know everybody. I feel like if I leave, I'm saying all the time I spent here doesn't mean a thing. It's like, who said we can only find opportunity by leaving our people behind? Am I really just supposed to turn my back on almost just like, got mine, see ya? I'm sure he'd understand. Yeah, maybe he'd understand, but I don't want to lose that connection. My dad always told me that the hardest choices take sacrifice. Your dad is right. I just don't think it's worth sacrificing a community. I mean, let me ask you, what does a nice neighborhood even look like? Somewhere where you and your kids can grow without worry, a street where everyone knows your name, a neighborhood where you shop at the supermarket without being stared at. Somewhere where you and your kids can grow without worry. For me, it's only where people take care of each other, and we're already doing that here. That got even more important to me after we had Georgia. I know why Ev wants to move to where the schools are better, but I don't want my child to be lonely. Don't worry too much about Georgia. I have a feeling she won't be lonely for long. You know something I don't, Miss Dot? Not a thing, Mr. Hawkins. Speaking of home, I should get back. I still haven't found my wallet. Right, how about a bar where everybody knows your name? Do 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 do. Oh, he dropped his wallet. Aww. We're not trying to rob him. Hey, have you seen my wallet? Give Hank his wallet. Thank you. Where was it? It was in your pocket. You dropped it on the ground. Why am I not surprised? Listen, I know we dragged you into this whole mess, Miss Basin, but I think we should stay in tonight, maybe. We clearly have a lot to talk about. So no $10. You still want it? How about this? Who's right? Should we take the voucher and move or stay here with our friends and neighbors? See, cause I'm like... See, for me... I say you should move because the fact that they building those townhouses don't mean that you're gonna get one. I think you should take the voucher because you can then make the house a home. I mean, the project could be a home too, but you should want what's best for your child, for you and your child. And if they're your real friends, they would want to see you succeed and prosper. If they're your real friends. I'm gonna say you should move. Why not see what kinds of stuff you can make happen if you move? I like the way you think. I guess maybe our golden ticket is still out there. Thank you so much for all your... I hope you can actually babysit little Georgia sometime. She's a real handful and stubborn too. She's a baby. Oh, right. Anyway, I'll see you around. Just know you're both doing a great job at the whole parenting thing. Anyone ever call you precocious? Yeah, my mom does all the time. Maybe I can use this weird key again. Here's hoping I'm not as out of place this time. I'm not even gonna bother sleeping this time. When did I dig out my lacrosse MVP trophy? I still remember Phoebe, Rachel, and Monica making fun of my hair. Whenever I run into them at the coffee shop, they never said hi. Why am I not surprised? The door is locked. Third time's a charm. The storage closet. I can't even tell where I am this time. I wonder if I'm in my own tires still floating around in my family's history. The interface center, it looks different from normal. Between me and Rafi, we worked so many hours. I'm afraid that Zizi will forget the face of her parents. And all this work, it might be for nothing if we can't find a place to live. Has Rafi said anything about the house hunt? Any places in the area give you a reply? A few places, but they never give a clear answer. Always something about not being a right fit for the neighborhood or trying to preserve the character of the area. I'm losing hope. That's the same garbage they told my mother when we moved here years ago. The community center helped us then, and we'll do what we can to help you. No matter where we're from, we're immigrants, gotta stick together. Thank you, Alma, for your graces. I know we should stay humble, but it's hard on our pride sometimes. Rafi's especially. He dreamed of coming here and building that home with his own hands. But we've done nothing but rely on others since we arrived. The community is only as strong as the people in it. And if we don't keep good people like you, your family and ours, we aren't much of a community at all. That looks like my sister George's wife, Alma. Are you Dorothea? Alma has told me so much about you. I'm Esperanza. Nice to meet you. It's Dot, by the way. Are you new to the area? Our family plans to make a home here. At least we're hoping we can. It sounds like you need a place to stay. Right now, we're staying with my sister, Alejandria. When she bought her house, Alejandria was so excited that she convinced us to come here too for the opportunities. But there was so much fine print that the seller didn't tell her, and now she can't afford the payments. She has to move to a smaller place, so we have to find our own place soon. Jeez, that's rough. Ralphie has been looking for permanent work ever since we moved here, but they take one look at his name and never give him an interview. I even had a harder time getting work since I took his last name. Well, I hope things go your way. Welcome to the neighborhood. Thank you, Dot. I hope I'll see you around here again. Dot, I thought you were too busy with college applications to step foot here. Wait, Alma recognized me? And what's this about college application? Are you telling me I still pass as a teenager? Mission control to Space Cadet. Dot, you still there? Just thought I'd swing by. Having to boil my whole life down to a personal statement would giving me a headache. Well, while you're here, why don't you help out? You're not too busy to help your dear sister-in-law this time, right? I guess since I'm already here. That's the spirit. Let's go. I need you to organize these pamphlets for the event. Lay out the set you think is best and throw the rest in the recycling. Talk to me when you're done. I'd say the potluck is better. The table looks great, thank you. Hey, we're getting ready for our usual Sunday potluck, and George is at your grandmother's house getting all the dishes together. Meet me outside, we can walk there together. Are you lost? Alma told me to play with the other kids, but they left already, so I'm waiting until Baba comes to pick us up. Baba? Appa, Daddy. Don't tell me you're this old and you don't even know that. Sheesh. You're waiting for your parents? Alma's talking about boring adult stuff with Miss Alma, and Baba said that he would come pick us up after work. I wish they'd hurry up. Well, I'm sure they wouldn't make you wait if it wasn't important. Maybe, but every time I ask questions, they tell me I wouldn't understand. Baba never has time to tell me stories anymore either. He used to tell me funny stories about all the things he did with his brothers in Iraq. Your dad is from Iraq? Yeah. I saw the news people talking about it the other day and told him about it, but he just made a funny face and didn't say anything. Sorry, ZZ. The situation in your dad's country is kind of complicated. More adult stuff? Yeah, more adult stuff. Hey, Dot. Thanks again for helping at the community center. Now let's go to your grandmother's and help with empanadas. So this is the 80s? No, it's the 2001. It says, yes, it's the remake. 40 years in business and we need your help. Now showing Karate Kid. Yes, it's the remake. How can one property change hands so many times in a decade? Times in a decade and keep turning a profit? Truly a miraculous piece of land. Hey, Mr. Murphy, what brings you to the neighborhood? Oh, please, Alma, it's Michael. I was just admiring what I hope will be our future purchase. There's something deeply satisfying about an empty home, don't you think? Full of potential, ready to be made. Yeah, he has the evil eyebrows. Full of potential, ready to be made into a buyer's image. Scrubs of the past. By the way, have you talked to Georgia about finalizing the sale? She's thinking it over. You don't make decisions like that lightly. Let me grab my drink, because I'm quite thirsty. And I have a strawberry lemonade, so. Ah, of course. She's always been shrewd with finances, that one. I have faith that she'll make yet another smart decision to accept our generous offer. Just tell her to remember that the window of opportunity won't stay open forever. I'll be sure to tell her that. Much appreciated. As always, we at Hope Equity are here to make your real estate dreams come true. Hope Equity. You're advertising all over the place, but what exactly is it that you do? Hope Private Equity. We make dreams come true by financing them. We invest in prime properties in neglected neighborhoods like this one. You mean you trick people into buying homes they can't afford, then eventually kick them out and jack up the prices? I prefer to think of it as putting our resources to good use in underserved communities. Like my grandfather before me, I'm helping revitalize the neighborhood by putting good people in good homes. In fact, way back when I worked at the bank, I helped the family purchase this original property. That doesn't seem to have worked out too well for them. Yeah, it's too bad. But everyone deserves a chance at the American dream, don't you think? And now another family has that opportunity. I hope you do a better job of making that happen for this family than you did the last one. I don't think anyone I know considers that the American dream. I hope you do a better job of making that happen for this family than you did the last one. We're all entitled to our opinions. Anyway, do be sure to get an answer from Georgia. Like I said, the clock is ticking. This dude is so rude. I'm gonna be going for quite a while today, Draconic. Yep, I'm gonna be playing, streaming for quite a while tonight. Because I really got into this game, so I'm definitely gonna play this to the end. Ah, Dottie, it's been a minute, baby sis. How's life with Grandma as a roommate? Pretty chill and quiet. Grandma isn't really the chit-chatting type. Georgia, why are you out here? Are you on banana duty? They're just cooling down, no worries. I've got some exciting news that I couldn't wait to share. I talked to the real estate people and we're finally going to sell that house. You seem more excited about selling this empty house when you were when you bought yours. You ever think about the people who lived in this house, or did you like to collect the check? Yeah, we have been. I'm trying to see if it doesn't end after this, then I'll move to the next game. Yeah, because we've been playing this for like almost an hour. You ever think about the people who lived in this house, or do you like to collect the check? Always with the smart mouth, this one. I've been sitting on the house since the auction and it's time to sell. The foreclosure auction, you mean? If we play it right, we could get twice or even triple the price I paid for it. So you made up your mind to sell to Mr. Murphy? Michael's lined up an out-of-state buyer who's willing to pick this up right away. It finally feels like the hard work getting this place fixed up has paid off. Our family is going to be one step closer to everything we dreamed about. What's with the silence? If we sell this house, no kid of ours would ever have to worry about going to college. I get it, Georgia, I really do, but I can't feel good about selling a piece of our block to some outside rich person who knows what with it. Not when there are people in need right here. If we want to start our own family, we gotta think about ourselves here, Alma. But we can't help the people right in front of us in our community. I'm gonna just say that you clearly have someone in mind. I've been talking to the Tawfiq family. I hope I am pronouncing that right. At the community center. Yeah, why they can't have the house? They need somewhere to stay. They're good people. They have a bright young daughter with a promising future. Everyone else has turned them away. You want us to give up our dream to help some people we barely know? Yeah, kind of. I mean, they need the help, and they're like the community. Georgia, that's not... They're immigrants, first generation, trying to make it the same as my family was. They have no roots here, and nobody wants to take a chance on them. It's always like that. They're good people who deserve a chance like my family got. Let them rent the place, give them a home. Your family made it here because they worked hard. This family can do the same. No! You're supposed to help and uplift each other. If they ask me, I'm gonna say let them have the house and let them rent it so that they're not out on the streets. It's not our job to make that happen for them. This home, the money I put into it, it's the fruit of generations of labor. My grandmother's, my mother's, and mine. If we blow this chance, we don't get a new one. Isn't our responsibility to give back to the community that made us right? My family didn't do this on our own. We came up with the support of everyone around us. We need to give the support to others now. I think that... Oh, you think what, little sister? Do you have some secret ancestral knowledge on this situation or something? Please do share your wisdom. I didn't mean to. It's just that no. If you're going to speak up, then speak up. You need to help, right? You need to help the family. Like, I'm sorry, I wouldn't sell it and flip it to him. No, I would give it to the family in need. Like, screw that. I'm sorry. I would give it to the family in need. There's no way I would sell it when I know there's somebody in need of a house. Right, Evil Bros is a jerk. He is. You need to help the Tawfiq family. A home is made of more than one family or one house. And we need to let people like them know they're welcomed and looked after if we want to keep this neighborhood one worth living in. Glad to see the value of compassion isn't lost on you, Dot. I think I'm going to get me one of those empanadas. It seems like you two need a moment to yourselves anyway. Alright, feel free to clean up some of the dishes while you're at it. Always ordering me around, I swear. Let's see if this key can get me back to the future. I mean present. Why is it after? Every time I come back, I'm not sure if I helped them make the right decision. Wait, the key has stopped glowing. Am I back home for good? We might be at the end of this one. Yeah, look like we might be at the end of this one. Dorothea, what are you doing downstairs already? I thought you were sleeping. I wish. Well, there's still some mac and cheese if you want to reheat some. That sound was that Carlos. Did he go back into the basement? Yes, that boy just won't stop going down there, even if it kills him. I should go check on him. Carlos, what happened? And what is that awful smell? What are you doing down here? I thought I told you not to. Everything is ruined. I couldn't save any of my games. Forget about the games. Come on, we need to get you upstairs and get your inhaler. I don't want to go upstairs. I didn't even want to be here. How can you even stay in this house? Something always falling apart every other week. Carlos, we can talk about this upstairs. Let's go. Right. Grandma should just buy a new house. Mom does it all the time. Why can't Grandma? She could buy a house where I can breathe. Aw. Carlos, I hear you. I really do. But we have to get out of here right now. Come upstairs and we'll talk about it. What in God's grace has been happening here while I was gone? Carlos, are you okay? Yeah, Grandma, just out of breath. I think a pipe burst or something while Carlos was in the basement playing his game. He was knee deep in sewer water down there. Boy, I told you not to play down there. It's bad enough that we already live so close to the industrial plant and there's smog. You and I might have been able to get by, but all this is clearly affecting Carlos's asthma. With how old this house is, well, what are we gonna do? Just put a bandage on everything until something like this happens again? You know, your Grandpa Carl used to be the one to fix things up, Dorothea. It's just been so difficult since he passed. Grandma, are you honestly okay with staying here? We know you deserve to live out your best life, and I don't want you to have to spend your years in a house that's falling apart. Do you know what we went through to get here? This house wasn't always our home, you know. The start, but not the hows and whys. Before me and your Grandpa Carl left South Carolina, we only had enough to survive our present. But we wanted to build a foundation for our future, so we decided to move up here to Detroit. We walked into this house one day, ended up buying this place, had us thinking it was a good deal, but there's always finer and finer print. That good deal kept biting us, keep us from any plans we had to improve this old place. Too many friends at the bank take their homes, and I swear we spent too many nights worrying about ours being next. But we can't say we spent a single dollar toward anything but our family's future. Let me take a drink, because my throat's drying up. So they really listened to my advice. Years passed and we had Hank, and then Hank met Evelyn. Your mom always pushed Hank to be better and do better, which is why they left here to live in their own apartment. Even though he never admitted, your dad's ideas kept getting bigger and bigger so that he could make Evelyn's dream come true. And what were Mom's dreams? To have a home of her own, a place where she and her family could feel safe. I know Evelyn doesn't talk about it much, but that girl spent a lot of her early years in the struggle. That's exactly why she was so adamant you and Georgia never experienced the same. Evelyn convinced your dad the suburbs were the place to find opportunity and success. Can't deny they helped y'all come up razor sharp, but I miss you so much. Wasn't always easy making a trip up there to see you and your sister, but your parents never seemed happier. They made enough savings to buy that timeshare down in Florida before you had even finished high school. So this wasn't all a dream. I really went back to the past. No matter how it turned out, your parents gave y'all everything. You and Georgia had your own home, and your sister even ended up selling houses herself. Georgia always knows a good deal when she sees one. She's just like your mama. If a good opportunity is in front of her, she won't hesitate to take advantage of it. I guess you're right. Georgia always meant something else, though. Maybe it's because she was old enough to remember back when your parents lived in public housing. But she was near righteous about making sure she and Alma were better off. Remember when she wanted to sell that house next door? She only gave up on selling after Alma taught some sense into her. Decided that it was about time someone else got the opportunity she got. That the pie was big enough for her family to have plenty and share too. Glad she did, because the Tawfiqs are good people and good neighbors, always helping out and with a smile too. That ZZ sure grew up to be beautiful. I bet she's off at camp for summer. Like last I talked to her mom. I wonder if it's space camp. It's a messy story, I know. It wasn't always clear to us what was right, but it got us all here. We struggled for our place and put down roots for y'all to grow from. Grandma, I appreciate the history, but why it's matter how long we've been here if we can't stay here because it's falling apart? Dot, you've been quiet. Don't you have something to say about all this? After all this, your house we're talking about. My house? What do you mean, my house? Child, who do you think was going to get this house after I'm gone? I figured Dad would get it, or even Georgia, since she's the oldest and a real estate whiz. You know your dad couldn't stand these Michigan winters again. We do have really bad winters. George has asked about it once before. Lord knows she's been dreaming for years about what she could do with the property. But I want to give this house to someone who calls it a home. Grandma, I don't know what to say. I never imagined. We'll start imagining. After hearing all of this from you, sell the house or stay in that? I mean, this is a really tough question because because if you stay in the house, you have to fix it up. But if you sell the house, you can get a better house. But this is where your roots. It's really rough for me to choose because I had a similar situation happen to me in my childhood house. So I'm not gonna go into details about it. I kind of want to say sell the house. Sell the house. I've thought about it and I can see how hard everyone worked to get us here. At the same time, doesn't always seem like we're constantly on the edge of achieving our dreams. Everything we want is always right out of reach. And with prices going up and people being pushed out, it's only going to get harder to keep up. That's why we should sell this place. We've made our home where we can find it. This neighborhood is changing and we need to change with it. If that's your decision, then I respect it. It's about time I handed the keys to the next generation. Do you remember the door in the basement? I keep what's important in there. Inside every room is a lockbox containing the deed to the house. It's yours now. I told you this place was always going to be yours. You'll need this. Because, that's a lot to fix up an older house. I can't believe I've never gone in here before. Wow, the deed to the house. I wonder what the future has in store. I got the neutral end. Today's the big potluck over at the Interfaith Community Center, and of course Alma's leading the charge. I know I'm not in the neighborhood as much these days, but geez, I always put to work as soon as I'm back. It's just, we really wanted a place that was ours, you know. Grandma may have given me the keys, but I'll always see that house as hers. So I moved out to the suburbs and got a place of my own. It's close to work and we're trying to start a family too. I guess in some strange way I'm continuing my family legacy of making homes our own. Though sometimes I worry if I made the right choice. I hate that Grandma lives up in the house alone. These days I'm teaching at the charter school, preparing the next generation for greatness. It's a nice job. A charter school with plenty of resources. The kids are well behaved, too behaved, honestly. Guess I'm used to classrooms where kids are allowed to be kids. Speaking of kids, I have seen that nephew of mine in a long time. Carlo barely comes to visit Grandma. The new nonprofit architect job has him working day and night, not that he minds. He constantly saying what they're doing is big, making houses affordable for tons of people. Wish he'd put that much enthusiasm into this neighborhood though. Still, I miss him. And that is one ending for Dot's home. This has multiple endings, it looks like. But that is Dot's home. Really, really good game. Again, I wish this wasn't a free-to-play. But it is free to play. It's available on PC and Mac OS, and it's a free to play game. But again, I wish it wasn't free to play. I would have paid for this. To be fair, I would have paid for this. And then again, there's multiple endings to it, so, but we're just gonna do the one ending, because if I do multiple endings, we'll be here all night. So we're just gonna do the one ending for now. Buy the Dez a Fago. Instead of a coffee, buy him a Fago. You have no idea how happy it made me that they chose to base the game in Michigan and actually knew Michigan places. That made me smile as a Michigander, so. Okay, so if you go to endings. Okay. And we got the neutral, but there's a good and a bad ending, but we got the neutral ending. But yeah, that was Dot's Home, and if you like what you saw and you want to go for the other two endings, again, if you use !GOTW, that's going to bring a list of all the games that I am playing this evening, and that I will be playing for this week, actually, or have played this week. And this is listed on there. It's a really good game, and I highly recommend. I had a lot of fun with this one. And I highly recommend it. So it took me about an hour or so just to get the first ending. So I would say roughly probably a 3 to 4 hour game. 3-hour game if you get each of the endings. So, but a lot of fun, and definitely go ahead and give this one, check this one out for yourselves. All right, so we just finished Dot's Home. Yeah, I like that one a lot. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a break, because my knee is killing me. Like, it is like screaming at me like, what are you doing, crazy lady? But I'm not in a lot of pain to where it's like where I want to stop streaming like how I have been. I can still stream, it's just my knee is hurting me. But if I get up and walk around and stretch, I will be fine. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take a break. So at this time, if you need to check on the, I'm not hurting myself. It's just because I took medication for it, but I think it's because I've been sitting for so long that's why my knee is hurting. If I get up and walk around, it actually stops the pain. And it's not like how it has been where I've been like, yeah, I really have to get off, because it's not both knees, it's just the one knee tonight. When it's both knees, yeah, it's really painful, but when it's the one knee, I can deal with that. But I'm gonna take a quick break, work out the knee for a little bit. So at this time, I also would like for you all to get up and stretch as well. Maybe you need to get a drink of water, maybe you need some food. Maybe you gotta take the dog outside for a minute. Check on your cat. Please check on your cat. They're probably into something during this time. And for those of you that are not going to be stepping away from your computer, please feel free to enjoy these gaming moments. Who knows? Maybe you will find a new game to call your favorite. And I will be right back.
You wanted to give me a progress report?
Yes, the installation is now complete.
Does this mean that you are ready to begin production?
It does indeed. We will start immediately.
Excellent. My plans are progressing most satisfactorily. Now we only need to obtain the final piece of the puzzle. Then the whole galaxy shall be mine! 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 Hey, who turned out the lights? Did we forget to pay our space bills again? I mean, really, come on people, work with me here.
ZB. ZB. 0-bit. Are you listening?
Of course I am listening. I am an advanced computer with a nanobot-based neural network, gigaquads of memory, and more especially, a highly tuned oral processing unit. I cannot stop listening. If I could stop listening, I would have a long time ago. Rather, I have been choosing to ignore you while you blather on about your new diet.
Well, I'm going to heat up some chocolate and get ready for bed anyway.
As I was telling you, heavy chocolate consumption immediately before sleeping really isn't good.
Hello and welcome back to Ready Set Indie Games. I am Ready Set and I hope you all are still having a fantastic evening. For those of you that might be new to the channel, again, I am Ready Set, and on my channel I predominantly cover indie games like the one you're seeing here, and 98% of the time you will see indie games on my channel. And I typically stream Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evenings. So if you like indie games or you're interested in indie games, you have definitely come to the right place. So we just finished playing Dot's Home and got the neutral ending. So we're gonna leave that there. So that way if you want to play and go for the good or the bad ending, you can do so. But we are gonna play next the demo for Spellbearers, which is a twin stick shooter type game. So we're gonna play that next. Then we'll move on to Froggy's Farm and Friends and Farm, or Farm and Friends, and then Circus Electrique will be the last game we play, unless I decide to play it tomorrow before we play, or after we play Later Alligator, because I think Later Alligator we're not too far off from finishing it, so we may move Circus Electrique to tomorrow. But let us go ahead and start our next game, which is the demo to Spellbearers, or Bearers. Spellbearers. For many centuries, the ancient order of mages known as Spellbearers have kept the dangerous and mysterious properties of magic in check. Recently, there have been attacks among the different neighboring kingdoms, where monsters have suddenly appeared and infiltrated the region. Rumors have emerged that this is the act of a spellbearer gone rogue. Spellbearers who break their creed are called spellbreakers and must be stopped before inflicting further harm to those around them. Such unusual practices of magic are sure to increase the recurrences of savage creators, and this would present a great risk for the ordinary person. The Spellbearers have been assigned to investigate the phenomenon and restore the land of Spellborn to its previous glory. The Spellbreaker must be found. Jazz soundtrack. And this is just a demo. This one is available on PC, but it has a free-to-play demo. This one comes out October the 14th, if I'm not mistaken. The Spellbearers' first assignment is to investigate the Gothic kingdom of Vecca. Foul creatures have begun to take up residence after the abrupt departure of its protector, Spellmaster Prima. Yeah, it was. There have also been rumors that a creature of legend has resurfaced in the castle. The Spellbearers must discover the source of these creatures, investigate the rumor, and find out what happened to the missing Spellmaster. Okay. Oh, this is gorgeous. Oh, wow. gorgeous. Love the music in this too. Yeah. I kinda got caught in them. Let's go up. Love the music in this too. Dang it. But I can't say it's really a roguelike because it doesn't. I like how each room has its own music though. Okay, I can go in the water. Nice. You can tell the game for me is really good when I'm quiet. If I get really quiet, that means the game's really good. That's my fault, no. think those are free lives. This music is really good in this. Correct. I missed the free life. This game is really cool. We only got one life left though. Back at this free life. Wow, how far did we make it? I didn't want to take the quick survey though. But yeah, so that was Spellbearers. And if you like what you saw of that one, this one, it comes out on the 14th of October. It is available. It's going to be available on PC, but you can play the demo for this now on PC. But if you like what you saw, I would say go ahead and give it a play for yourself, so that you can experience it for yourself. Maybe you'll get farther than me. One of the things I would have liked to have is if it showed you that how far you had gotten in the game, because I think I got quite a few rooms done, so I would have liked that to pop up at the end, but this was the demo, so there may be a chance that that pops up in the real game. But yeah, that was Spellbearers, so go ahead and definitely play this if you like what you saw. Alrighty. So our next game is going to be Froggy's Farm and Friends. Okay. And again, as always, if you're interested in the games that are being played, you can click on the link there. It does pop up during the stream as well, but you can click on that link here, and that will give you a list of all the games that I've played and am playing tonight, the platform for those games, and where you can pick those games up from. So, in the price for them, if there is a price. So our next game is Froggy's Farm and Friends. Let's see. Okay. Cardboard cutouts, that's interesting. Can you help find my siblings? The storm scattered us. Okay, this is a very strange game. And this one is a free-to-play game, by the way. Take crop from crate. Yeah. Okay, put a plant in the mortar and pastel. All right. By the small rock. Okay, so that's 2 of 4. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. This one's a little strange. Okay, let's see. I have 1 essence. I think I know what I'm doing now. Grab that. Haha! That is how we do this, okay. So we need to, like... It needs 2 and 1 water. 7 and 3 water. Okay. Okay. Do that. Do that. Do that. Grab that. So now technically okay. Okay. Grab those. Okay. This one's just a little quiet. Okay. Do that. Put that there. We need one more grass. Or Terra. Okay. How many did I need? 7 Terra, 4 water, and 2 of the mushrooms. Okay, let me grab the water seeds. Okay. We're gonna get ready to switch games here in a minute, because this one's kind of self-explanatory. Let's see. Oh, okay, that was it. So that was Froggy's Farm and Friends. If you like what you saw of the game, this one is a free-to-play. But that looked like that was just it of it, so you can just kind of play around with it for longer, but majority that was the gist of it. But that's Froggy's Farm and Friends, and if you enjoy what you saw, definitely go ahead and download it and play it for yourself. Alright, and for our last game, we are going to play some Circus Electrique. So this stream will probably end, depending on how far or how much long I get into it. But we're going to play some Circus Electrique. Because I do have an article that I do need to write, but I wanted to play the game some more before I did that. So okay, so let's start up the game. And this plays like Darkest Dungeon. So if you like games like Darkest Dungeon, you would like this one too. Plus it has a steampunk vibe to it. When the Circus Electrique opened in 1878, P.T. Barnum tasked L.A. Edwards was running all administrative duties, while all the glory went to Randolph Masters at the Ringmaster. Okay.
Amelia, I have this for you. For answers.
A map?
It'll get you to the Vanished Bridge, through all the dangers.
Just how dangerous are these dangers, Dr. Mabry?
Again, can we just appreciate that the lion's name is Leonidas? Like, I really appreciate that.
Very, but you see, that's the beauty of this map. I have drones, I have the police radio, I know what's out there.
Such as?
Abandoned boxes left behind by evacuees, wanton violence, a bunch of who knows what.
How specific?
This map will keep you safe. Safer, anyway.
Then I shall put it to good use. Thank you, Dr. Mabry.
Too much information? Feeling lost? Can't remember previous displaying game mechanics? Press this button for instant help or use the codex to view previous tutorials.
You've got nothing better to do today, right?
It doesn't look like anybody needs to... Oh, they do. Okay.
Come on, come on!
I didn't mean to put him in there. Okay, I read it wrong. I was looking at their experience. Do that. Announce
You've got
that.
nothing better to do today, right? Not so fast, young lady.
The story's out there, Uncle. So I'm going out there.
Yes, of course you are, but not without some help.
Help? From whom? Your second-rate performers who aren't good enough for the premiere?
A rather negative spin, and only mostly inaccurate. They're a devoted bunch, and they'll fight like old boots for you. Your safety matters, Amy.
You're offering safety? You?
Amy, your mother's accident. I know you'll never forgive me, but...
Goodbye, Uncle. Good luck with the show. I guess I'm stuck with the four of you, but what order suits you best?
Assemble your team of up to 4 performers each as ready for battle as they are to explore each district with you. Consider explorer slots, performance preferences as you place them as indicated at the bottom of each card. Okay. Fill your exploration team. From the available characters by dragging on, right-clicking on them. Okay. I want him in the front.
Abandoned boxes, wanton violence, a bunch of who knows what.
Each map is made up of nodes and the routes that connect them. Okay. The exploration team moves from node to node in the district towards their final target. Explore London to reveal different types of events and items such as loot crates, patrol enemies, random encounters, and boss battles.
Whichever way we choose, we're sticking to it. No need to further endanger ourselves.
Okay.
Some skills require no exertion.
One class skill for each class exerts a continuous passive status effect throughout the battle. Certain performers may have an additional random passive skill below the one assigned to their class. Okay. Okay.
The healing power of laughter!
Okay. Oh no! Okay. That didn't kill her, huh? Uh-oh. Miss. Nice, Yvonne.
Oh, better tell!
Nice, okay.
Here, kids!
Wow. Nice.
Oh, did that hit your head?
Took him out. Missed.
No one does that to me!
I was gonna say that should have took that mime out.
Electric!
Nice. Elliot was opened the Circus Electrique in 1991, filed a void left by the Circus Electrique's closure 2 years prior.
Ah, yes! Fine journalism, this.
At the end of each day, the newspaper summarizes the most important events of the past 24 hours. Look for articles about recent events, last night's show, and the commercial status of Circus, plus a few surprises.
Extra! Extra! Deadly riot! Total mayhem on the streets! What's the cause? Read all about it!
Okay, so you can read.
It's the
Okay, let's
talk of
see.
the town.
All right. All right, let's see what happens. They're all doing the show.
A
Mystery
young man
event.
speeds down the street, standing atop a steam wheel. Somehow he's managed to turn the machine on without wearing control specs. Without them, he'll likely crash any second now.
We have to try and follow him, make sure he doesn't hurt anyone. Leonidas go tackle him. Everyone on the street, look out, run the race, steam well. Let him have it so he know what he's in for.
Unbelievable.
I should know better than to ask my mostly blind companion to pursue a runaway steam well. Not only can he not match the mechanic device speeds, he also crashes into a food cart. We are not responsible for damages and buying food that has spilled onto the street. Okay, we'll do this fight. Nice.
Think you'll stand a chance against these, do you? Oh, didn't he try?
Missed him.
Hope this stays with you.
Nice. Because this hits all of them. Martyr is depressed now. Thank you for that follow. I appreciate the follow. I do like to leave my follow notifications as anonymous. That way you can just enjoy the stream. But thank you for that follow. I appreciate you.
Just a little
Yes.
Being extinguished.
Marked. Uh-oh. Get him out of the way. Oh, no problem. I really loved Spellbearers too. Really loved it. The only critique I have for that one is, and I know it's just a demo. One of the things that I'd like to see is to show how far you've gotten into the dungeon. That was my only thing with it. But other than that, I found it was really great of a game. Okay. No problem. Now that I know about the map and the pause menu, that was my only thing that I had. Because I ended up getting the game over, but didn't know how far I had gotten into the dungeon.
Extra! London Bridge has vanished! No sign of it nowhere! Read all about it!
Did we make it? We leveled up. If there are any games that you missed that you would like to see, I do highlight all of my games and upload them to YouTube as well as my website. So those are the ways that you can watch them. I upload them to YouTube and then to ReadySetIndieGames.com. So I'm gonna mute this, but we'll probably get ready to wrap up stream here.
There she shines, the second pillar of power.
More spectacular acts await. And, more importantly, higher admission prices.
Or, if you believe certain theories out there, even more bloodthirsty vicious.
It's not exactly blood or beer around here right now, like when we lit the first pillar, is it? No vicious nearby for days. We will only continue to grow from here.
Yeah, all the games I played tonight were gorgeous. I really liked also the look of Spellbearers as well.
We get bigger, we get better.
But let's go ahead and we'll stop the gameplay for this here. So we're gonna save. But that was Circus Electrique. And again, if you like what you saw, this recently just came out. It is available on PC, Nintendo Switch, Xbox, and by Xbox I mean Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and PlayStation 4 and 5. So again, if you use exclamation point GOTW, that will bring up a list of all of the games that I have played this evening. And what I will be playing tomorrow night. And again, thank you to the developers and publishers on behalf of the DailyGamepad.net for providing us with a free copy of the game for me to play on tonight's stream. Alrighty, everyone. Well, that was our last game of the evening. I want to thank everyone for tuning into tonight's stream. We played some really good games this evening. All were great. I will be back tomorrow with Story Saturday. We're gonna try to finish out later Alligator. If we finish it before the stream ends, then we'll probably play more Circus Electrique, because I really kind of like that game a lot. So we'll play more of that tomorrow if we finish. Well, I'll put up a poll on Twitter. If we finish later Alligator, do we play more Circus Electrique, or do we go back and play Wayward Strand? Because we were also playing Wayward Strand as well, and I'd like to finish that one too. Because both of them are story-based games. So I'm gonna see if there's anyone streaming. I think Eladical's on, and he might be playing Freedom Planet. Let me look and see. Because I think he usually is on around this time, because he's Pacific. No, yeah, play Super Animal Royale. Not really a big fan of that game. And I might not be able to stick around for long. Oh, Kingdom Balance is playing Control. But we'll go ahead and give it to Eladical. So we'll raid Eladical, who's playing some Super Animal Royale, and show him the love. Of course, if you would like to raid along with us, here's the raid command. Of course, you can just always put ready, set, indie raid, or something to that effect, or raid, or anything like that as well. But with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and end stream now. But thank you all for watching. You all have been amazing as always. This is Ready Set Indie Games. I am Ready Set. Please be safe, keep gaming, and stick around for the raid.